we are live on the live stream, so I'm shutting down the microphone. Hey, good afternoon, Blue Comet fans. Welcome back here to Webb City for the final game of the Webb City Classic here. Your Lady Blue Comets starting the afternoon off here against Kickapoo, Missouri. And sorry for going to go back to last night here just a second. But the Lady Blue Comets here today ready to take on Kickapoo, Missouri. This is all part of your Medicine Shop pregame show. Had to stop by the Medicine Shop on the way to town, on the way out of town today, and all those wonderful people there. They're open till 1 in case you need to get by there and get your prescriptions at the Medicine Shop in downtown Chanute. All right. As I said, I want to go back to last night and quickly apologize, folks. Just had a blowout on the company Jeep last night. Couldn't get things fixed to get here in time. Totally apologize for not being here for the ball game last night. I told Coach Fox, I said that's probably the first time in 17, 18 years of calling ball games that something like that has kept me from being at a ball game. I really do apologize to everybody for not being here last night. But we're back here tonight, and we're going to be, or this afternoon, bringing you the final game here of the ladies Webb City Lady Classic here in Webb City, Missouri. Kickapoo, as I watched a little bit of them on Thursday night when we were here. They're very tall, and they are a very fast basketball team. They're going to come up and down the floor very, very quick. So Lady Blue Comets better be ready for a quick, fast-paced action going on here this evening, because it is going to be a lot of that from Kickapoo. They're going to play a lot of solid man-to-man defense. They're going to be tightening it up out there. So it is going to be a ball game. The Lady Blue Comets are definitely going to have to be on top of their game for this one here tonight. So, talking to Coach Fox a little bit about last night's game, he said, Larry, we're sick again. We got the sickness going back through the locker room once again that causes the young ladies to not have legs late in the fourth quarter. He said, we're playing good. We're getting some open shots, but he thought that we shot terribly well last night, and I would like to see a better than that performance here tonight by the Lady Blue Comets. So we'll see what's going on, but definitely one good thing that Coach and I talked about before the game was it's coming up after tonight. We do not have a game on Tuesday, so therefore that gives the Lady Blue Comets that opportunity to get home and get themselves healed up because they're going to take Monday off, do a little light stuff on Tuesday, get back to it on Thursday or Wednesday, I should say. Thursday and Friday, and then they'll welcome Iola to town. So the Lady Blue Comets finally get back to their home floor after being gone for the entire month of January. So it's going to feel good to be at home. See if we can get some of the sickness gone. Welcome to Iola to town and get back into those winning ways after a win against Coffeyville the other evening. Playing some very good, tough competition here in Webb City. We knew it was going to be these young ladies on all these three of these teams that the two teams that these Lady Blue Comets are facing are very, very good basketball teams. And I said against Ozark, and then last night against Webb City, Lady Blue Comets just didn't play. They played a better game against Ozark than they did Webb City, according to Coach last night. It's just we just need to shoot a little better. He knows the sickness is going on. We just need to try to fight through that, and going to be doing a lot of substituting out there today to try to help the Lady Blue Comets up and down the floor, because they're going to have to really be on their game and running it, and they're going to have to definitely shoot much better than they have in the first two games to come out of here with a victory. So you got to have some good defense where you got more steals than they do. You got to handle that pressure that they're going to be putting on as well. So we'll see what happens here for the Lady Blue Comets as they get ready to take on Kickapoo this afternoon here for the final game of the Webb City tournament here in Webb City, Missouri. So this is your Medicine Shop pregame show. We're going to send it back to the studio. Did a 2-minute break, and we'll come back and get you ready for the tip-off. You're listening to Lady Blue Comet basketball in your home for the Blue Comets, Z95.3. And welcome back here, Blue Comet fans. Coming to you live via the live stream. You can find that by going to kinz.biz. There's a link that you can click on there to take you right to the live stream of the ball game. Coming in right now, that is number 25. I don't have a number 25. And then we have number 13 coming. That's Collins. Number 20 comes in. That's a Wiley. Number 30 is Sen, and number 34 is the freshman, number 34. That is Green. So now for your Lady Blue Comets, bringing him to the floor. Starting off is going to be Corey Babcock. Here comes Tori Busey to the floor. Number 21, Madison Thompson, the Lady Senior. Lady Blue Comets Senior coming out. Here's Shayla Bogle, who's getting ready to celebrate a birthday tomorrow. And Molly Rollins to the floor for the Lady Blue Comets. All right, I do not have a number 25, folks, so I'm going to do my best to try to figure out exactly who they have for here on the roster. But I've got a 41 and a 15 possibly, but I do not have a 25. So we're going to see what we can do about finding out who number 25 is. So we'll be ready for that as we get ready for the ball game here this afternoon. As I said, you can go to the live stream. You can search YouTube, and that YouTube is Z95.3 KINZ. Searching YouTube right there. You'll be able to find the ball game right there on the live stream. Tim Renee, and we got Kelsey running the cameras for us, making it look good. All right, Lady Blue Comets will be going right to left. And, wow. Tori Busey steps to the center of the floor there and ready to jump against someone. She's giving up about 6 inches on the jump, so it will be controlled here by Collins to start off. They'll drop it off here in the corner. This is 2-5, driving the baseline, kicking it over to the left side. Here's Kickapoo trying to take it down in, and she is going to be fouled. That is number 20 getting fouled there. That's Wiley. And we'll see who they call that one on. That is on Molly Rollins, her first. So at the line goes Wiley, and she's up and good to get them on the board to start off for the Lady Chiefs of Kickapoo. Second one on the way from Wiley is up and good. So 2-0 deficit here by the Lady Blue Comets to start off. Bogle across the line, now sends it over to the right side, finds Trout, back over to Bogle, almost a steal there. And there's Green coming along to knock it away as they try to get it to Molly Rollins down in the corner. And out of bounds to the Lady Blue Comets. So an out of bounds play here as it will be Rollins in the corner. Here on the left side, looking to get it in. All long inbound, comes in, and is tipped away, and it is stolen. And then she's going to take it all the way. That's 2-5. And 25 takes it down in and scores. And now she'll send it back over here to Trout as Lady Blue Comets bring it back on the floor. Babcock over to the right side. Now back to the middle of the floor. Now going to look underneath and find Thompson back out for 3. And that is off the mark. Rebound by the Lady Chiefs. And push it up the floor here. As that was Sin with that rebound. Wiley drop it off now to Green. Green short jump shot from the side. Can't get it to go. Knocked away there in a rebound by Babcock, but it gets knocked away as Green picks it up. There's another rebound by Sin. And the Lady Blue Comets back on defense. And that one is missed by Wiley. And there's Babcock right there for the rebound. And back on the floor, Lady Blue Comets. That one gets knocked away. Blue Comet basketball. As Sin got a hand on it. So Blue Comet basketball trying to get it in, and it's in and underneath, and it is taken away by the Lady Chiefs. Up ahead here to Wiley here on the right side. The steal coming out by Sin. Now dropping it in there. Sin will have it. She'll take it in on the jumper. And we're going to get a quick timeout on the floor here by Coach Fox. It's a quick 6-0 deficit by the Lady Blue Comets with 6:32 to go. And we've got a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. Come right back. Z95.3. And back here after the timeout, Shayla Bogle bringing it up the floor, facing the man-to-man pressure here by the Lady Chiefs, trying to get it underneath there. That ball is knocked away, and it is picked up or stolen away there by Sin. Sin gets it up ahead here. Wiley underneath on the pass from Green. And Wiley gets the bucket underneath to make it an 8-0 game here. Getting down to 6 minutes to go. Ashlyn Smoot getting ready to check in, as well as Kylie Smoot and Taylor Thompson at the scores table. Corey Babcock with the basketball over to the right side for the Lady Blue Comets. Finds Thompson. Thompson back to the left here for Rollins. Rollins top of the key trying to take it over. And now dropping it off underneath. There's a nice little drive. That is blocked on the way in by Tori Busey. Shot is blocked. Green comes out of there with the basketball. Pushing it up here along the right side. Stopping. Getting it up underneath there. And that's going to be a foul. Barrett gets the bucket. And she'll get the three-point play. Molly Rollins commits her second foul. Here comes Taylor Thompson, Sabry Trout, Kylie, and Ashlyn Smoot on the floor for Lady Blue Comets. A couple of substitutions as well for Kickapoo. Looks like Stevens in the game, and a three-point opportunity is missed there by Barrett. And coming up the floor with it is Thompson after she gets the rebound. And she'll try to turn the corner. We're going to get a foul. It's Kylie Smoot bringing it up the floor there, not Thompson. And we get a foul on Stevens, her first. Inbound here, finding Savory Trout with a little right-handed floater. Savory Trout gets the Lady Blue Comets on the board. And bringing it up the floor here will be Collins. Collins all the way across. Dropping it off out there to Wiley. Wiley back over to Collins. Collins. And that one's topped up in the air there. Wiley keeping it alive, and it actually loses a handle on the basketball out of bounds to the Lady Blue Comets. So we got a substitution coming back in here, number 25 for Kickapoo and the Lady Chiefs. We've got a 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll leave it right here. Coming up, we'll have our Community National Bank halftime report, and then our Twyler McMillan post-game wrap-up show after the ball game here. And coming up next after this Ralph Miller tournament for the guys, they're going to get started there on at about 2:30, I believe. And you can see that live stream game if you're not out there at the Ralph Miller Classic. You can see the live stream on the CHS Blue Comet News, their TV3 channel. That's where they'll have the game for you for the guys today. I believe they're taking on Goddard. And the early game to start off the Ralph Miller for this afternoon. We'll be back to Blue Comet basketball next Friday as Iola comes to town. So it gives the Blue Comets a little chance to rest up after the tournaments. And back in action here, Blue Comet basketball, Lady Blue Comets. Corey Babcock drops it off down the corner. We'll get a 3-second violation underneath. Lady Blue Comets turn it over 10-2 with 5:01 to go here in the first. On the inbound, they'll get it in here to Collins. Collins trying to push it across the timeline. Gets it down here to Stevens. Stevens on the right side in the corner. There's a steal, and that is a steal by Savory Trout. Savory going to try to take it all the way to the rack. Too short. Rebound right there for the Blue Comets and bouncing it on home. That is Ashlyn Smoot with a rebound and a putback. And the Lady Blue Comets 10-4. Now we got a 30-second timeout by Kickapoo. 4:45 to go in the first. We'll take a quick 30-second break. Z95.3. I think that's loud. And back to action here. Kickapoo basketball. They lead it 10-4. They'll get it down in the corner here for Collins. She'll launch a three. Will not get it to go. Rebound underneath by the taller Sen. And she gets it to go back in. And it is now 12-4. And up ahead, Lady Blue Comets try to get it down underneath to Taylor Thompson, but just out in front of her on the pass. And it's a turnover. Blue Comets give it right back. And it will be Stevens bringing it up the floor here to the left side, dropping it off to Wiley. Now getting under there. Good job getting underneath. They're knocking away by Smoot. And ball still loose. Savory Trout tries to save it and does right back into Collins, and she'll set it back up down in the corner. Finds Stevens. Stevens back to Collins as they work over to the left side. Collins trying to drive down in, get it underneath there, and they get it onto the taller Sen, and she takes it in and scores on the assist by Collins. Here come the Lady Blue Comets, trading by 10. Babcock up the floor to the right side of the plate. Corey taking it to the rack with authority, and Corey Babcock takes it in and scores. Nice move. Corey Babcock saw an opening and took it right to the rack and scored. Collins back up the floor. They'll kick it over now to Stevens. Stevens underneath, finding Sen once again. Sen misses the shot. She'll get her own rebound, goes back up. She's fouled. And she'll head to the line shooting two, but good job by Lady Blue Comets to get back to defend her under there. She's got about 6-7 inches on everybody. So Michaela Schonifer into the ball game now for the Lady Blue Comets. Ashlyn Smoot checks out. So you got Thompson, Babcock, Busey, Smoots, and Michaela Schonifer on the floor. Inbound, comes in. Shot on the way, 25, gets her own rebound, puts it back up. She'll go back to the line on the rebound. She is fouled. Team fouls. That was on Trout. Off the front of the mark, off the front of the rim here for 2-5. Trying to listen for her name, folks, and as soon as I do, I'll get it out there. Other than that, she's 2-5 until then. Second one on the way. That's short. And a rebound there by Kylie Smoot. And the Lady Blue Comets back up the floor here, trying to cut into this 8-point deficit. There's a steal, and nice try there to get in front of it by Corey Babcock. Doesn't go. Get it up ahead to Wiley. She doesn't get the shot. Pushing it up the floor Kylie Smoot. Smoot loses the hand on the basketball, picks it back up, gets it back out. Savory Trout. Now back over to Thompson. And that one gets tipped away out of bounds to the Lady Blue Comets. Good job, Lady Blue Comets getting back up the floor here. And subs coming in. It is Shayla Bogle into the ball game. Coming out, Corey Babcock getting a break too as Tori Busey checks in. Here's Bogle for three. Shayla Bogle steps into the ball game, and Shayla Bogle drops the three for the Lady Blue Comets. That's a big shot right there. 14-8, 3:01 to go as push it up the floor here. 35 is a Frybeck. Now they'll send it back over here to Wiley. Wiley, they'll work back over to the left side. Now kick it out underneath. And that is a shot there by Thompson in the game. She can't get it to go. Green gets the rebound, and she'll put it right back up and score. 16-9. Here come the Blue Comets. Bogle with it in the middle of the floor. Send it back over to the left side. Trout. Sorry, that is Busey. Now here is Bogle. Bogle trying to drive down the side. And that's going to be a jump ball possession arrow to the Lady Blue Comets. And here comes Rachel Jackett into the ball game for Chanute as Taylor Thompson comes out. So 2:33 to go here in the first. Here's Bailey Dillman into the ball game. As I said, if you were listening to our Medicine Shop pregame show, Coach Fox has got that flu running through the Lady Blue Comet locker room once again, so doing everything he can to sub out as much as possible. Bogle trying to drive down the side, finds Jackett. They're working out on top of the key. She pulls up her dribble. Now gets some help. That's a double dribble there. She needed to pass the ball away, and it doesn't get away from her. So Blue Comets turned it over. 16-9, 2:21 to go first quarter. Lady Chief basketball. Pushing it up the floor here is going to be Frybeck. Now kick it all over to 2-5. Back out to Frederick. Frederick trying to get it underneath to Green. Good job as Rachel Jackett gets the jump call there against Green underneath. But it is possession arrow to the Lady Chiefs. They'll have it. Inbound by Frederick trying to get it in. And she'll get it in long here to 2-5. Back to Frederick in the corner. Good job getting back there, Dillman, to keep her from shooting the three. Back to 2-5, top of the key. Back to the left side, Frederick. Underneath here, here's Sen. Jump shot too strong, will not go. Bounces off two Lady Blue Comets. Gets out there to Frederick for the rebound. And they'll set it back up here with a Wiley to the right side. Back out on top to Sen. 3-second violation by Green underneath. Lady Blue Comet basketball. Trailing it by 7, 16-9, 1:51 to go here in the first. Bogle on the inbound. And they'll back off and play half-court defense here. Will the Lady Chiefs. Bogle across the line to the left side. Nice little crossover by Bogle. Gets underneath. Back outside. Jackett thought about the three. Send the taller girl right there on her. Nice bounce pass underneath to Michaela Schonifer from Tori Busey. What a beautiful play by the Lady Blue Comets. So Schonifer gets on there, makes it 16 to 11, 1:26 to go. Kicking it back over here, 2-5, driving the lane from the right side. She is strong. She takes it in. And it is good. Back at the floor now. Lady Blue Comets come trailing by 7. Bogle here to the left side. Bogle dropping it off to Jackett. Jackett trying to drive at the free throw line. Kick it back out to Bogle on the left wing. Bogle inside. Working against a much taller defender. Kicks it back out. Tori Busey can't get there. It's just knocked away. Up ahead here trying to find Dillman. It gets knocked out of bounds by Wiley. And into the game now for Sen comes number 10, Barrett, for the Lady Chiefs. Also, Corey Babcock coming back into the ball game. Gets Rachel Jackett, who's had good minutes on the floor for the Lady Blue Comets. 59.1 to go in the first. 18-11 Blue Comets trail. And it's Blue Comet basketball as Bogle on the inbound. Tries to go around the defender. Kicks it back out. Babcock, who's handling on it, finds it. Gets it down in the corner. Nice little bounce pass into Schonifer. Oh, and it gets sticking away there by Collins. And they'll kick it up ahead here. And 2-5 will take it all the way down. No, sorry, that is Wiley. Takes it down in and scores off the transition basketball there. Bogle gets it back across the timeline over to the right side. Finds Busey. Busey trying to work to the left side or right side of the paint. Kicks it back out to Babcock. Babcock now down in the corner. Shayla Bogle, 4-3, too strong. Green gets the rebound. And the Blue Comets back up the floor. Trailing by 9 as Wiley's going to push it down inside. Strong. That's an offensive foul. Way to stay in there and take the punishment, Michaela Schonifer. Offensive foul going the other way. Here comes Madison Thompson coming in for Michaela. Great minutes for Michaela right there on the floor for Lady Blue Comets. So inbound play coming for the Blue Comets here. On the inbound, it will be Bogle from Busey, getting it across the timeline here to the left side. Double team, gets up ahead here to Babcock, trying to drive to the baseline, and she can't quite catch up to it, out of bounds. And Lady Blue Comets turned it over. 6.5 to go here in the first quarter, 20-11. Lady Blue Comets trail. They're saying number 25 is Sin. So there must be two of them, but I didn't see that on the roster that I have, so we're just going to go with that. Inbound, 6 seconds to go. Going to try to push it up. Here's Collins. That's a walk, ref. Come on, ref. Trying to three ball, it doesn't go. That's a walk and a half. You can't even walk like that in the NBA, ref. Come on now. All right, we got a 1 minute break. Second quarter on the way. 2011 Blue Comets trail, Z95.3. 1 minute, please. And we're back here ready to go for the second quarter. Lady Blue Comets traded 20-11 and kind of hanging here with this Kickapoo team, but may see a little bit more of a pressure defense here to start the second quarter. We'll see what happens. Lady Blue Comets have the basketball, and it is going to be Babcock with it over to the right side, working against Frederick. She'll take it over to the left. That was a walk by Lady Blue Comets and got away with that. Steal anyway by Collins. Her second, trying to throw it up ahead, finds Green. Green loses the handle on it, and it bounces off of Madison Thompson and out of bounds. So you got Bogle, Busey, Thompson, Babcock, and Rollins on the floor for Lady Blue Comets here to start the second. Out of bounds play to Kickapoo. And they'll look to get it in, and they'll find, is that Barrett? And it's Barrett, so just inside the free throw line, and she'll get the bucket on the inbound. Blue Comets pushing it up. Bogle, across the timeline, middle of the floor. Finds Babcock over to the right side. Corey trying to work around Frederick there at the half-court line. And now they're going to call it a half-court. I didn't see the ball go on the other side of the line there, ref. Backcourt violation. And Corey Babcock comes out for Taylor Thompson, so the Lady Blue Comets turn it right back over. And bringing it up the floor here is going to be Collins. Collins now sending it over here to Sin here to the right side. Sin trying to drive along. Getting to the baseline, gets double teamed quick. Had to put up her shot, can't get it to go. Nice rebound. Taylor Thompson for the Lady Blue Comets. Puts it up ahead, finds Bogle trying to get it underneath there. Ball is tipped and taken away by Collins. And up the floor, she'll come over here to the right side, finding Green, to the left, I should say. Green take it down in, and she will get the bucket from Collins on the assist. So with a minute gone here, and the Lady Blue Comets being outscored so far 4-0 here in this first minute, we're going to get a timeout on the floor. So we'll take a quick 30-second timeout, come right on back. Blue Comet basketball in your home for the Blue Comets, Z95.3. And we are back here as we get ready to go after the timeout. Put a score up there on the screen for you right now. I got 6:56 to go here in this second quarter. See the Lady Blue Comets coming out of their timeout. And it will be Blue Comet basketball as Tori Busey ready to bring it in. Finds Shayla Bogle. Bogle Well, now bringing it across the timeline here, and she'll be working there against Wiley over to the left side. Bogle pulls up her dribble, kicks it now back over here to Thompson. Taylor trying to work her way down in and finds Green right there. Oh, trying to find Thompson cutting through. Green makes the steal. Green stop it in the paint, puts off the back of the iron. Too strong, out of bounds. Lady Blue Comet basketball. Wiley knocks it out. As Green did make the steal, pushed it up too fast. A little too strong on the shot. So Sin checks in for Green. And Lady Blue Comets right now with 6.5 to go here. Looking for their first bucket of the second quarter. Thompson on the left wing. Sitting out here at the top. Tori Busey trying to drive the free throw line. Rollins has to go through her hands, but a nice job. Taylor Thompson right there to pick it right back up. Here's Rollins trying to bounce in on the right side. Three ball on the way there. And that is a three from Tori Busey for the Lady Blue Comets. And that was a big bucket here in the second quarter, getting them on the board. Now down 10. They swing it back over to Sin. Sin gets it underneath to Barrett. Barrett, much taller, just works her way in. Working against Shayla Bogle underneath there. And Bogle's going to lose that one every time because Barrett's got about 1.5 feet on her. Down the corner to Thompson trying to drive the baseline. Throws it back out. Rollins for three in the corner. Get in there. Molly Rollins for three. So Lady Blue Comets making a little bit of a run right here. And that's going to cause Coach Pendergrass to call a timeout. He's got a 30-second timeout on the floor. We'll leave it right here. 26-17, 5:47 to go till halftime. And the Lady Blue Comets now trail it 26-17. And coming up next for the Blue Comets is going to be Iola. They'll come to town next Friday. So we'll give the Lady Blue Comets and the Blue Comets a chance to heal up and got some sickness running through the locker rooms. Give them a few extra days at home, not having to travel. And we will be ready to go for Iola coming to town next Friday. We'll have those games for you here on Z95.3. And that's when we'll get back to working in conjunction with the Blue Comet News and the Chanute Blue Comet production class and their live stream of the ball games, which is on TV3 on YouTube. Find those guys playing that game today at about 2:30. They'll have that for you. Don't know about the commentary, the play-by-play, but they'll definitely have the game on the air for you. 26-17 right now here. 5:47 till halftime in Webb City. Lady Blue Comets saying Kickapoo. So coming out here to the floor are going to be Taylor Thompson, Ashlyn Smoot, Tori Busey, Stavery Trouts, and Shayla Bogle. And it will be Kickapoo basketball. Bringing up the floor is Collins. Collins across the line here to Stevens. They work over to the right side. Barrett now back to Wiley. Down in the corner to Collins. Collins over to the left, bringing it back out. Barrett back to Wiley. Here's they come back to the right side. Wiley trying to drive in. Finds Collins over on the left wing. Not too much of a three-point shooting team as Kickapoo that I've seen. They haven't tried to take too many shots. Here's Barrett just inside the three-point line. And she drains one. She's got all 6 of her points here in this quarter by Barrett. Bogle trying to work her way in on the left side. Kicks it back out here now to Trout. And Sabry working over to the right side. Finds Busey. Busey, top of the key. Trying to get back over here to the left. Down in the corner, Thompson. Taylor working against the freshman Green. Kicks it back out now. Trout. Sabry pulls up her dribble. Finds Bogle trying to cut through the line. She gets pushed from behind there by Wiley. And Wiley will be picking up her first foul. And that is only the third team foul on Kickapoo. Lady Blue Comets only have 4 team fouls so far with right at 5 minutes to play, 28-17. Blue Comets have the basketball. Bogle trying to get it in, and they get it in underneath, and she's going to be fouled going up with it, as that is going to be, it's like Smoot. That is Ashlyn Smoot going to the line after being fouled. And I do believe that was on sin number 25. So we've got to hit him at the line here. And Ashlyn, in and out. So try to get it back to a 10-point deficit with just 4:54 to go here until halftime. Ashlyn Smoot at the line. Second shot on the way. And good. There we go, Ashlyn. Ashlyn Smoot. 3 points on the ball game for her today. 28-18, 4:50 to go. Collins all the way up. They get it over to Sin, over to the left side. Now all the way back to the middle. Barrett at the free throw line. Jumper. She's going to be good from there all day long. She's got 8 points here in this second quarter. All 8 of their points through Barrett in the middle of the paint. Here's Bogle trying to drive in. They'll kick it back out top to the key. Sabry Trout trying to draw some attention. Finding Smoots. That is Busey. Busey back out. Finds Thompson. Thompson trying to drive. Finds Barrett there on the defense. Kicks it back out here to Busey. Busey thought about the three from the right wing. Now Trout, she's going to try to find her way in. And Trout goes around the defense. Too strong off the front of the rim. Sabry almost makes a steal. The long rebound comes out to Collins. And she'll hold it up as we get down to 4 minutes to go. Collins across the line now over to the left side. Sen. Now back out to Barrett. Top of the key. Get it underneath there to Green. Green has it. She's trying to take it in. Strong goes in and out. And is saved by Green. Kicks it back out here. Sen trying to drive the lane. And she puts up the floater and goes. So Blue Comets now 32-18, trailing it. Bogle going up the floor here to the left side, pulls it back out. Now Trout from the left wing trying to go around the taller Barrett. Pulls up her dribble, back out to Thompson. Thompson inside the paint. That one gets blocked and stolen away there by Barrett. And she'll throw it up ahead. We're going to get a foul on the Lady Blue Comets coming up the floor. Corey Babcock checking back into the ball game. Here comes Sen and Frederick in as well. Here comes Madison Thompson into the ball game for Ashlyn Smoot. 15 foul on the Lady Blue Comets. And Frederick dropping it off over to Collins over to the left side. Collins pulls up her dribble, kicking it back out here to Stevens, who's back in the ball game. Underneath, Sen puts it up strong, can't get it to go out of bounds off of Sen. Got both Sen out there. And here comes Molly Rollins back into the game here. She's coming in for Sabry Trout. Lady Blue Comet basketball. Need a bucket here. We now scored 12-7 in about the first 5 minutes of this quarter. So Blue Comets have it. Down in the corner, Molly Rollins here on the left side. Rollins dropping it back out to Bogle. Bogle thought about the three. Kicking it back out now to Busey. Busey to Bogle in the corner for three. Off the side of the iron, no good. Ball knocked away, out of bounds to Kickapoo. Blue Comets now 3 of 5 at that three-point line. 3 minutes to go as Kylie Smoot back into the ball game for Coach Fox. Inbound comes in here to Collins across the timeline, middle of the floor. Frederick over to the left side, back to Collins here to the middle, underneath to Barrett. Barrett going to find a wide open Sen under there, off the back of the iron, no good. Trying to fight for that rebound, coming out to Kylie Smoot. Smoot pushing it up the floor. Loses a handle on it, but does find it, picks it back up. Babcock, top of the key for three. Back of the iron, no good. Fighting for that rebound underneath there. Going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Kickapoo. Nice job fighting for it, though. Kylie Smoot. 2:27 left to go here in the first half. 32-18, Lady Blue Comets trail. Put up a good fight here. And it will be Collins once again across the timeline to the middle of the floor. Looking for Frederick over to the left side. Blue Comets on that 2-3 zone defense. Back out on top, Collins. Collins down underneath here to Stevens. Stevens going to find Barrett. Barrett underneath puts up too strong of a shot. And that is Kylie Smoot. Are you kidding me? Come on, ref. Yeah, that other ref comes in and he corrects him right there because that is a terrible call right there. Coach Fox even knew that. Going to call the walking call on that. That is a terrible call. Lady Blue Comets have the basketball. Kylie Smoot gets that rebound. What happened was Kylie Smoot hit the floor, and she was actually tackled to the floor. And he wanted to call a walking call on Smoot, and there was no having that. A good job by the other ref to come over and get the correct call for Lady Blue Comets have the basketball. Back up the floor. Sending now over to Smoot. Smoot trying to get inside. Nice job working down underneath there. Madison Thompson knocks the girl on her backside, gets the ball, tries to take it in there, and is fouled on the way. So Madison Thompson heads to the line for the Blue Comets. Molly Rollins and Shayla Bogle come over to have a talk. Coach Fox here with 1:53 to go in the half. And the Blue Comets need a bucket or two right here at the line. There you go, Madison Thompson. Gets her first points of the night. And Madison on the second one is up and good as well. Good job at the line, Madison Thompson. 12-point deficit with 1:50 to go. And up the floor now comes Collins. She'll go to Stevens over to the right. Now back here to left, and Molly Rollins gets a hand on that pass as they try to get it back to Collins there. Checking into the ball game for the first time is going to be number 24, Scantlin, will check into the game. So Scantlin into the game as she'll have it over to the left side. Frederick now back all the way back over there to Wiley. Wiley now gets out here to Collins. Collins working on the right side. Barrett top of the key. Back over here to Collins. She'll try the three from the right side, and that is up and good. Collins, her first points of the night, and that's the first three of the night for Kickapoo. They now make it a 15-point lead with 1:10 to go. Here come the Blue Comets. Bogle trying to work through the traffic. She's going to be fouled coming through. And that is the 17th foul. That should put Shayla Bogle at the line shooting the 1-and-1. So Shayla Bogle at the line shooting the 1-and-1 for Lady Blue Comets. And into the ball game, Bailey Dillman comes in here for Molly Rollins with 1:06 to go in the half. And Bogle steps to the line. Going to cut into this lead. Back of the iron, no good. Green comes out with the rebound for Kickapoo. She'll drop it off here to Collins across the line here to the right side. Collins working against Babcock. Down in the corner, Frederick. Frederick all the way back out to Barrett. Barrett's going to try the top of the key three. And the tall post girl knocks it down from way outside. Now they open it up to 18, their largest lead. Get it down to Babcock in the corner on the right side. She'll try the three for the Blue Comets. Back of the iron, too strong. Trying to get that rebound and a takeaway from behind as Collins comes out there with it. Back up the floor. Collins drops it off to Wiley underneath. Wiley will get the bucket and the foul. So Wiley gets her first bucket here in the second half, and she'll get the foul. As Corey Babcock commits her first foul, Tori Busey into the ball game for Madison Thompson. So Wiley's at the line. She is 2 for 2 so far. As Sabri Trout checks back out for Dillman. And up and good there by Wiley for the three-point play. 21-point lead now. They have kind of opened it up here in the last couple minutes. Lady Blue Comets got it down to 9, and now are down by 21 here by a quick flurry of points. A couple big threes, especially by the Lady Chiefs of Kickapoo. So Lady Blue Comets going to hold for one shot here, and Sabri Trout with it. Top of the key now, moves back over to the left side, dropping it off here to Bogle. 11 seconds to go. Bogle gives it back to Trout. Trout, and on the pass, going to be stolen by Collins. Collins going to take it all the way to the rack and score her fourth steal and a bucket. And at the end of the half, it is going to be a 43-20 ball game. Lady Blue Comets will be trailing here at the end of the first half. So Lady Blue Comets, like I said, had a couple of opportunities in there to where they could have got it a little bit close. Had it down to 9 at one point, and was hoping that they could close it in just a little bit more. But getting back up the floor here and doing a couple of quick shots, Kickapoo making a couple of steals. We're able to just get back down the floor and just widen the gap just a little bit more here against the Lady Blue Comets, who now trade it 40-23 here at the end of the first half. So we're going to send it back to the studio. We'll take a 3-minute break. We'll come back and give you your Community National Bank halftime report. It's on the way, Z95.3. And welcome back here. It is halftime in Webb City, your Community National Bank halftime report. Kickapoo with the 43-20 lead over your Lady Blue Comets. Down about 3 minutes left in that first half. Lady Blue Comets had it down to right around 9. It's just a quick turnaround and some quick big buckets back up the floor here by Kickapoo to kind of stretch it out a little bit there into that second quarter. And their post player, Barrett, one of the tallest girls on the squad, wouldn't expect her to step back there behind the three-point line and knock down the three at the top of the arc, but she sure did it right there as they end up with 2 for 4 at that three-point line here tonight does Kickapoo. The Lady Blue Comets trailed at 20-11 at the end of the first quarter. Thought they were playing really good defense. They were playing really good here in the second quarter. Just like I said, just a few shots that just kind of got away from them there in the latter minutes of that second quarter. And it was just a quick turnaround on some quick buckets going the other way for Kickapoo. That's how they pretty much got a little bit of an opening here as they've now opened it up to a 23-point lead at halftime. For Kickapoo, they are 2 of 4 at the three-point line. They're 3 of 6 at the charity stripe here tonight. Barrett's got 13 points. Collins with 5. Wiley has 9. The Sun girls, one's got 4 and one's got 6. Green, she's got 4 as well. Pretty even as far as rebounds go. Maybe a slight edge, maybe 2 or 3 more on the Kickapoo side over the Lady Blue Comet side. But they're hitting their shots down there as Kickapoo, and they're not having to get those second chance shots. But the Lady Blue Comets have done a pretty good job in being in a position in a couple places to get some of those rebounds here tonight. Just got to keep doing a better job of keep boxing people out. Try to get the ball down inside. We've had a couple of them go down inside as well. Just driving the lane to see some good ball movement and good opportunities for the Lady Blue Comets to get down and drive the lane. They've done that a few times tonight and scored, got to the rack, but a couple of them have gone off. And plus, we were just turning the ball over just a little too much as we go down the other end. As we go down on our end of the floor, we got to do a better job of making sure we have better passes and just do a better job of making sure those passes are there. And I think we're going to be okay. As I said, talking with Coach before the game here, a little bit under the weather by a lot of the young ladies here this evening. So, a lot of substitutions have been going on all night long. We'll probably see that through the rest of the game for Coach Fox's squad as we get ready to go for this second half. But Lady Blue Comets, they are 3 of 6 at the three-point line. They are 3 of 5 at the charity stripe here tonight. Corey Babcock's got 2, Tori Busey with 3, Sabry Trout's got 2, Madison Thompson with 2, Ashlyn Smoot with 3. Shayla Bogle's got 3. Molly Rollins got 3. Michaela Schonifer's got a couple. And Lady Blue Comets, as I said, shooting pretty good. I mean, even the game that we were hit, I wasn't here last night, as you know, folks, but the game on Thursday night, we shot really well from the three-point line. And right now, hey, we're shooting 50% at the three-point line, just 3 of 6. You take a few more of those shots to see if we can't get a few more of them to fall. 3 of 5 at the charity stripe as well. We've always so far this year, we've shot much better at that free throw line here this year so far. And I think Coach Fox is pretty happy about that. So I'd like to see that continue. And he doesn't mind taking those three-point shots. He doesn't mind having too many three-point shots. But as long as we're getting good looks. And right now we're starting to get a few of them to go down. That started there in Coffeyville against Ozark the other night. And so far here against Kickapoo, we're doing pretty good at that three-point line. Just maybe like to see a few more of those if we get the open opportunities. See if we get a few more of those to fall down for us. And see if the sickness can keep the legs from being too weak here in this second half as we wrap up the rest of this tournament. All right, folks, we're going to send it back to the studio for a 3-minute break. That is your Community National Bank halftime report. We'll be back for the second half, Z95.3. And we're back here as we go start the second half, and Collins going to make the steal. She'll drop it off here to Wiley, and Wiley will get the bucket to start here in this second half. Lady Blue Comets headed to start off. Now they have the basketball back on the floor. Here's a quick shot from the top of the key. Does not go, and it's only a long two. Rebound comes out by Sen, and she'll give it up to Sen and kick it over here now to Collins over to the right side. Collins back across to Wiley here on the left wing. Wiley covered up there by Bogle down in the corner. And that is Sin trying to work her way in. Bounce pass into Green. Green gathers it up and puts it in and scores. Sin with the assist right there. Back on the floor now. Coming to Blue Comets. Bogle trying to work her way in. Finds Thompson underneath. Too strong under there. Rebound comes out by Sin. Her 6. Good job by Lady Blue Comets. Get it in. Just could not get it to fall down there. A little too strong on the shot. Kick it back out. Wiley underneath the Green. Green trying to get it underneath the Barrett. Barrett over the back. Makes the bucket. Or gets the basketball, drops it back off to Green, who will go back up with it, and she will score, and she is fouled. So a quick 4-0 run here in the first 120 as Smoot and Thompson come into the ball game now for the Lady Blue Comets and Coach Fox. So on the three-point opportunity here for Green, she's at the line for the first time, and it is up and good. 5 points here in this third for Green. So Blue Comets send it back over now to Busey. Busey trying to get it underneath there, finds Thompson. Thompson goes in, and she's going to be fouled by Green, going to the rack. And Madison Thompson should go to the line where she's 2 for 2. So first team foul there. Kylie Smoot goes to the line. Sorry, that is Smoot at the line, not Thompson. And Kylie steps up to the line here for the shot. And is up and good. So Kylie, it's her first points of the night. Gets Lady Blue Comets on the board here in the third. And on the back half, on the way back of the iron, no good. Green reaches up there and comes down there with the rebound. And back on the floor now comes Collins. She'll take it over to the left side, drop it off here to Wiley. Wiley from the left over to Sin. Sin driving the baseline from the right side, takes it up off the rack, can't get it to go, gets her own rebound, puts it right back up, still won't go. Green with the rebound. She'll put it back up. She is fouled. So no bucket right there, but she will be fouled, and that'll be an out-of-bounds play. Oh. Shayna Bogle gets her first, and going back to the line is Green shooting 2 off the mark. So Sin checks out for Barrett. Back into the ball game here for Lady Chiefs as Green hits 1 of 2 on that trip. And Bogle get the inbound here, now trailing by 30, Lady Blue Comets. 6:21 to play here into this third quarter. Get it underneath there. That ball is knocked away. Trying to get it to Busey, and it is stolen there by Wiley. Wiley gets it up ahead. Gets knocked away by Thompson, who gets back quick. Good job, Taylor, getting back there to knock the ball away. So the inbound coming in here for the Lady Chiefs. Get it in long to Wiley here to the left side. Wiley on the bounce pass to Green. Green trying to work short jump shot, too strong. Rebound comes out there by Kylie Smoot, and Smoot picking up her 5th rebound. Pushes up the floor here to the left side of the paint. Tries to go around the defense. Pulls up her dribble. Drop it off to Bogle. Bogle down in the corner. Here's a 3 on the way from Busey. In and out. Won't go. Green the rebound. Nice shot there by Tori, but doesn't go. Nice little 2-on-1 basketball back up the floor. Wiley gets the bucket as they push it back up the floor quick. Bogle here to the right side of the paint, goes around the defense, takes it in. She's going to be fouled. It'll be a foul on the floor. And she will, in out of bounds play here. Checking into the ball game is going to be Frederick for Collins. As Collins does pick up her 3rd foul, and Frederick into the ball game. 5:40 to go here in the third. We're going to get a timeout on the floor. So we got a 1-minute timeout. We'll take one with them. 53-21, Lady Blue Comets trail. 5:40 to go in the third. Z95.3. And after the timeout, 5:40 to go in the third. Lady Blue Comets have the basketball, facing some pressure here, trying to get it in. Bogle finally now gets it in. And it's going to be a foul on the inbound as they try to get it in there to Tori Busey. She'll be fouled there by Wiley. It's only the third team foul. Out of bounds play once again. Blue Comets as Bogle tries to bring it in for the Blue Comets here underneath. And they'll get it into Smoot here to the right side. She'll drop back out to Thompson. Taylor trying to drive in. Pulls it back out there. That is tipped by Wiley. Bogle picks up the loose ball. And now Wiley's going to pick up another foul real quick here. That's the third on her. Oh, no. We're going to say, was it a backcourt violation? I thought that was a foul there on Wiley, but they'll turn it over. I guess they're going to say it was a backcourt violation by the Lady Blue Comets. Okay. 5:26 to go, and they'll give it back to Kickapoo. Frederick Barrett now back over to Sen, over to the right side. Back to Barrett. Frederick down in the corner. Sen all the way back out to Barrett once again as they try to take some time off the clock here, just swinging it around the three-point line. Thompson gets a handle on that. Frederick, Sen, and Frederick back over to the left side. Bogle now up on her. Throws it back to Sen in the corner. Covered up there by Smoot. Frederick trying to drive down the lane, stopping and popping inside off the glass, and Frederick takes it in and scores. Under 5 to go. 55-21. Lady Blue Comets bringing it back up the floor across the timeline now for Bogle. Bogle working over the right side of the paint, kicks it back out to Smoot here to the right side. Smoot working against Green, drives down in the paint, pulls it back out. 3 ball on the way from Tori Busey, and a little bit strong there, out of bounds. Blue Comets turn it right back over with 4.5 to play here in the third. Ready to check back into the ball game now. It's going to be Sen for Kickapoo at the next stop. Frederick will bring it across the line over the right side. Savory Trout gets ready to check in for Lady Blue Comets. Barrett, Frederick, and Sen down here in the corner on the left side. Back underneath there, getting a hand on it, knocking it away. A couple Blue Comets getting a hand on it there. It was Thompson and Smoot underneath there, looks like, knocking it out. Trout comes into the ball game. She'll come in here for Tori Busey. So Kickapoo on the inbound, trying to get it in here. And finally they do it, and it's stolen away by Lady Blue Comets. Coming out of there with it is going to be Savory Trout. And a steal for her second. Trout, top of the key, nobody on her. Here's a 3 off the front of the rim, will not go. Rebound run down by Sen. And Blue Comets back on defense. Sen trying to push it right into the lane. A good job, Bogle, to grab hold of the basketball, get a jump ball call, and it'll be Kickapoo basketball. So Stevens into the ball game here. Now they'll get it into Wiley outside the free throw line, and she can't get the shooter's roll, but right there is Barrett for the rebound and the putback. Her first rebound, and then she'll put it back. First points of the second half for her. 57-21 up ahead. Here's a 3 on the way by Kylie Smoot, who gets hit right in the face, and no call, but Kylie Smoot knocks down the 3. So Blue Comets now 57-24. In the paint, Sen puts it up off the glass. Cannot get it to go. Ball is loose. Taylor Thompson with the rebound for the Blue Comets. Push it up along the left side. Thompson brings it back to the middle. Finds Smoot here to Bogle down in the corner on the right side. Bogle back to Smoot. Trout, top of the key. Trout driving the baseline here. Pulls it up. Now gets it back to Taylor. Trout for 3. Cannot get it to go. Rebound by Bogle. And you're going to call it. You're going to call that on Shayna Bogle, pushing it back. Come on, ref. Good Lord. Wow. Shayna Bogle picks up a cheap foul. Back up the floor now as Wiley puts up the shot. Will not go. Here's Bogle coming out of there with the rebound. And back on the floor now coming to Lady Blue Comets, trying to push it down in there, and that's going to be a foul as Shayna Bogle gets the bucket. A little hoop in the harm going on here for Shayna Bogle. Thought it went down, but it didn't go down. I thought he was calling the bucket good. Kind of behind the play there, folks. All right, so the inbound comes in. 3 ball on the way for Trout in the corner. Cannot get it to go. Rebound comes out long here for Kickapoo. Pushing it up there is Wiley. Wiley throws it over to the left side, and on the line there is Stevens. And out of bounds to the Lady Blue Comets. 2:41 to go in the third. Trying to climb back into this ball game here as they trail at 57-24 here. 2:37 in the third. Bogle over to the left side. 3-ball on the way from Smoot. Can't get it to go. Trying to run down the rebound. Frederick comes out there with the long rebound. Smoot steals it right back away. And the Lady Blue Comets back in business here, trying to get it across the line, and does. Callie finding Bogle. Free throw line. Puts up the floater. Shayla gets it to roll home. Shayla Bogle with the bucket. Makes it 57-26 with 2:16 to go. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor by Coach Pendergrass for the Kickapoo Lady Chiefs. Got a 1-minute timeout. We'll take one with them. 57-26, 2:16 to go. Third quarter, Z95-3. Back to action here. Lady Blue Comets in the third quarter with 2:10 to go. Give it up here to Kickapoo, the Lady Chiefs. They bring it across the line, get it underneath here to Barrett. Barrett finds Green to the left side. Back out here to Collins. Collins working on the left side. He's got Shayla Bogle on her there. She brings it to the middle now, trying to go over to the right. Down in the corner to Sin. Sin tries to get it to Green underneath. Too strong on the pass, out of bounds. Lady Blue Comet basketball. Let's have a good possession here by the Blue Comets, getting it up the floor. And it will be Shayla Bogle. Across the timeline now here to the right side. Going to get it down underneath there, and not quite ready for it. Smoot or Trout out of bounds. Lady Blue Comets turn it over. Inbound comes into Collins, and Collins will take her time bringing it up the floor here. Across the timeline with about 1:40 to go in the third. 57-26, Blue Comets trail. Send it over here to the left side. Sin trying to work her way in, kicking it out here now. And that is knocked away. And they'll get it back up ahead. Barrett's going to get underneath the Green. Green turn around, and nice job getting it back up underneath there to Green from Barrett. Blue Comets almost made a good steal there, and were able to keep that bucket from happening. Smoot Ashland down here in the corner, and they're trying to get it to Trout, and it is stolen away there by Collins. And Collins with her sixth steal, taking it down in, dropping it off to Sen. Sen will get the bucket. So 61-26 with 1:07 to go here in the third. Here come the Blue Comets. Bogle bringing it across the line, all the way back across. Ill-advised pass there, stolen by Sen. Sen will get it back up ahead here. Shayla Bogle going right back and stealing right back. So Bogle will bring it back across the timeline with 53 seconds to go here in the third. Finding Trout over to the left side. Trout down in the corner here to Bogle. Bogle trying to work around the trees here. Down in the paint, puts up the shot. Back of the iron, no good. Trying to fight for that rebound. Michaela Schonifer. And it's going to be a good job, Michaela, get in there, causing the jump ball to the Lady Blue Comets on the possession arrow. Here comes Tori Busey, Corey Babcock, and Rachel Jacket into the ball game for Lady Blue Comets. 41.3 to go. And it will be Corey Babcock first time in the game here for a little while. She's back in and looking to get it in. Going to get it in long here to Schonifer. It will be held there by Rachel Jacket. Jacket here on the right side. Pulls up her dribble, looking for some help from Babcock. Finds Trout. So that's Busey. Busey with it here, trying to drive from the right side. Busey loses a handle on it, goes out of bounds, and I don't know if I saw Kickapoo or anybody hit it. And Coach Fox says it should be our ball, and I didn't see it, but they're going to give it to Kickapoo. Coach Fox not getting any of the breaks here in this one so far. 61-26, 20 seconds to go here in the third. Blue Comets trail. Collins driving in, kicks it down underneath to Green. Green double team, throws it back out inside the three-point line there for Stevens. Doesn't go. Rebound comes out there by Taylor Thompson. Here come the Blue Comets with 6 seconds to go. Busey, top of the key, three on the way. Gone. It's going to be a long two for Toy Busey. So it will be a 61-28 ball game as we go to the fourth quarter. Blue Comets trailer right here. We'll be back in 1 minute. Z95.3. And we're back here ready to go to this fourth quarter. Blue Comets trailing at 61-28 here in the fourth. And it will be Kickapoo basketball to start off. They'll have Frederick. And she'll drop it off here to the left side of Stevens. Back out to Barrett. Barrett. And a short jumper goes down for Wiley. And here come the Lady Blue Comets. It's got Babcock, Busey, Jacket, Schonifer, and Taylor Thompson on the floor for the Blue Comets. Bounce pass inside from Babcock to Thompson. Can't get it. Nice rebound there by Michaela. Still doesn't go. Ball's on the floor. And it comes out there to Collins. And Lady Blue Comets fighting hard underneath there, but not coming out there with the rebound. Kicking it up ahead here. Frederick has it from the left wing, trying to drive through the middle of the lane. Back out to Collins. Barrett. And now Wiley here to the left side. They'll pull it back out and get it underneath. Trying to take it down in and score there is Stevens. Her first bucket of the night for the Lady Chiefs of Kickapoo. Here's Babcock across the line. Now over to the left side. Bouncing outside here to Jacket. Jacket getting it underneath here to Schonifer. Schonifer is going to be fouled by Green as she goes to the deck. That's the second one there on Green. Checking into the ball game, Sabri Trout from Ashland Smoot. Tori Busey checking out. Wiley back into the ball game here now, defending the double team onto the inbound. Babcock gets it in here over to the left side, send it back out. Taylor Thompson for a three. Too strong off the back of the iron. There's a nice rebound by Sabri Trout. And the Lady Blue Comets have another opportunity at it here as they swing it over to the left side with Babcock. Corey trying to drive her way down inside. Throws it back out. Jacket for three in the corner. Rachel Jacket for three. And her first bucket of the night for the Lady Blue Comets. 65-31, 6:10 to play in the ball game. Pushing it up here is Frederick over to the left side. Frederick all the way back across. Going to find Collins there. Bounce pass back across and out of bounds. A little too strong on the pass. And it will be Bailey Dillman checking back into the ball game here for Taylor Thompson for Coach Fox's squad. 65-31. Inbound to Babcock from Rachel Jacket. She'll bring it across the timeline here to the right side. And Jacket now to Babcock. Babcock here on the right wing trying to find it underneath there to Schonifer. A little too strong on the pass, out of bounds. Lady Blue Comets turn it over. 65-31, 5.5 to play. Kickapoo on the inbound. Sen comes in here to Collins. And I'm sorry, that's Frederick bringing it across the line over to the right side. Dropping it off to Wiley. Back to Frederick. Frederick now to the middle of the floor here for the Lady Chiefs. Down in the corner. Finds Sen. Back out to Barrett. Barrett's all the way back over to Wiley. Wiley Barrett inside the line. Kicks it to Sin. Sin short jump shot. Cannot get it to roll. Green with the, that is Wiley with the rebound. And to put back. 67-31. Here come the Blue Comets. Here's Rachel Jacket. She'll try from the other side. Rachel Jacket. Back-to-back threes for Jacket for the Lady Blue Comets. 67-34. Nice to see Rachel getting that stroke down over there on that three-ball shot. We can definitely use that, especially down the stretch. There's Barrett off the front of the rim. Ball bouncing around out of bounds. Should be Blue Comet basketball. 4.5 to play in the game. 67-34. Lady Blue Comets get it back. Bailey Dillman on the inbound as they bring Sen back into the ball game here for Green. So Blue Comet basketball ready for the inbound. It's going to be Dillman on the inbound here to Babcock. Babcock across the timeline to the right side, working against Frederick. Now to the left, she'll take it, dropping it off here to Jacket at the free throw line. Back out to Trout. Trout on the right side to the top here for Corey Babcock. Babcock, as that one go off of Frederick's foot, Trout picks up the loose ball. Sabry in the paint, bounce pass inside. They're going to call her for a carry on the basketball, and under 4 to go. Checking back into the game is going to be Collins, and also coming in is going to be Brittany Angleton for the Lady Blue Comets for her first action of the night. So the inbound coming in here for Sen. She'll get it in to Collins, and Collins will bring it across the timeline here. Now go over to the right side, finding Wiley. Wiley to the middle of the floor, back to Sen as they work over to the left side. Collins down in the corner. Collins gets double teamed there by Dillman and Angleton. Now she'll bring it back out here with 3:20 to go. Send it up for the Lady Chiefs to the middle of the floor. Free throw line, trying to throw it down underneath. Michaela Schonifer gets a hand on that one. Brittany Angleton coming out there with the rebound with the board. Up ahead, Lady Blue Comets bring it. Oh, and it won't go for Rachel Jacket. Out of bounds, Blue Comets. It rolled right out for Rachel. It was headed down and just rolled right out. Sabry Trout checks out of the ball game for Kylie Smoot back in. Inbound here by Angleton. Angleton to Jacket over the corner. She'll try that three once again. This one's going to be off the mark. Ball still loose. And it is Angleton coming out there with the rebound, and she'll try to put it right back up, and she is fouled. And the rebound's going to be on. I should say that is a foul on Kickapoo. That is the 16th foul. So 2.5 to go. Inbound, long inbound. Kylie Smoot comes in with the shot on the inbound. And the three ball just a little bit short there off the mark. 2:25 left to go. 67-34. Blue Comets trail it. And Collins will have the basketball here for Lady Chiefs of Kickapoo. So Collins here on the left side pulls it back out here. Going to be covered up there by Rachel Trout. All the way over down to Wiley. Wiley down in the corner to Sen. Sen gets a screen from Barrett. Nice job taking it down inside. Good defense by Michaela Schonifer. Made her alter her shot. She misses it. Goes out of bounds. And it stays with Kickapoo. Under 2 to go. And the Lady Blue Comets on defense now. Trying to get it in here. Kickapoo. They get it into the tall Barrett. She's off the mark there. Rebound comes out. And Blue Comets will bring it back up the floor. That's Bailey Dillman getting that rebound there for Lady Blue Comets. Stringing it up there. Nice bounce pass underneath there to Jacket. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up and gets it to go. That's Rachel Jacket. Staying with it. And puts it up in and scores. Makes it 67-36 and 1:26 to go. Kickapoo with the basketball. Wiley driving down the side. Finds Collins left wing for 3. And Collins will knock that down from outside. And we're going to get a stoppage in play here. We got actually a 30-second timeout. We'll see what's happening here. 1:16 left to play in the ball game. 70-36. And I thought he called for a timeout on the floor and doesn't. So we're ready to play basketball. Blue Comets have it with 1:15 to play, 70-36. And it will be Smoot bringing it across the top line over to the left side. So Smoot to the middle of the floor, now to the right side of the paint. Kicking it back out here. Jacket for 3. Rachel Jacket. Oh, and it rolls in and out. And Sen gets another rebound for Kickapoo. We get under a minute to go. Frederick over to the right side. Frederick, middle of the floor, kicking it over here now to Stevens. Stevens gets it underneath there to Sen, who will be fouled by Dillman and head to the line. So Sen's going to pick up the foul there from Bailey Dillman, and we're going to get a timeout on the floor here. 41.8 to go, and we have a full timeout. So we'll take a 1-minute timeout. Be back. 41.8 left. Z95.3. And we are back here as we had Sin at the line shooting a couple. She missed them both. Angleton gets the rebound, and Lady Blue Comets bring it up the floor, and the ball gets loose, goes out of bounds as Shonifer tries to cover it there at the baseline, and they're going to call her with it last to touch it. There's a steal by Dillman, and a taken right back away by Wiley. Wiley gets it up here to Barrett, and Barrett gets the bucket. And under 7 seconds to go, and here comes Smoot trying to push them up the floor here. Quick turnaround jumper by Smoot, does not go. Rebound by Sin, and that's going to do it for the ball game. It will be a 72-36 ball game for the Lady Blue Comets here tonight against Kickapoo. And Lady Blue Comets, like I said, fighting a little bit of a cold here this evening, and not able to have the best game here against a good Kickapoo team. I want to say thanks to Kelsey and Timbernay for making sure we have a good streaming going on. They did a good job through the whole tournament as always, and we'll get back to more of the streaming with the Blue Comet class. That'll be coming up next Friday as we get back home and things with that. So that's the way it's going to end here tonight as the Lady Blue Comets drop this one 72-36 for the final game of the Webb City tournament. We're going to send it back to the studio for a 3-minute break. We'll come back and have your Twyla McMillan Farmers Insurance Agent wrap-up show here on Z95.3. And we're back here to wrap this up on your Twyla McMillan Farm Bureau Insurance Agent wrap-up show here. Lady Blue Comets dropped this one 72-36. Thought we had some really good open looks out there, and a lot of the young ladies got involved in the ball game. we knew that was going to happen, especially with the sicknesses that are going through the locker room right now for Coach Fox. I think he did a real good job of switching everybody out, and I think everybody contributed a little bit here tonight. And, even though we did lose this one pretty good here tonight, folks, there's some good things that come out of these games here. I mean, we're playing some very tough competition here in these three teams that we have played here in this Webb City Classic tournament. That's for sure. But it is also good for the Lady Blue Comets because I tell you what, they're shooting against a very good teams here have been very, very good. We went 6 of 18 at the three-point line tonight. We went 4-7 at the charity stripe. We'd like to get there a little bit more. We'd like to take a few more of those shots, maybe hit a few more of those three-point shots. But whenever you're shooting good percentages like that, then that's really good for the Lady Blue Comets. I think they did really, really well here this evening. Just playing some tough competition, and we're still learning a lot of things out there, learning to play together, especially with putting in so many different lineups for Coach Fox tonight because of the illnesses. This little bit of time off that we're going to have before we get back to it next Friday is really, really going to help the Lady Blue Comets get themselves healthy and be ready to go for Iola and the rest of that February push that we're definitely going to have to make because being good and healthy, playing good basketball there right around Sub-State, things go 0-0 once we hit that sub-state mark. So things could really change around right there once we get to that point. For the Lady Blue Comets, as I said, 6 of 18 at the three-point line, 4-7 at the charity stripe. Going down the lineup, Rachel Jackett had 8 points. She was the leading scorer tonight. Corey Babcock had 2. Busey with 5. 2 for Trout. 2 for Thompson, Madison Thompson, 3 for Ashlyn Smoot, 5 Shayna Bogle, 4 for Kylie Smoot, 3 for Molly Rollins, 2 for Makeda Schonifer. I thought the Lady Blue Comets just did a really good job. They just got outscored here in every quarter. They had it down to 9 at one point there in that second quarter, just weren't able to pull it right back out from there after that. So Blue Comets really played good here this evening. Just need to, you can say it all day long. We just need to play better, and we need to play better together. And the competition that we've played here so far hasn't been the easiest competition. You don't want to play the easy because once we got things coming up here in the big final push here in February, you want to be making sure that you've played some very tough teams and are ready to go, and your game sound for those games coming up. And I think the Lady Blue Comets have toughened up here after these 3 games here tonight as well, just like they did after Rose Hill. So I look forward to them to have a good February coming up for the Lady Blue Comets. Nice job by Kickapoo. They did what they had to do. Of course, they had much more height than the Lady Blue Comets did here tonight and did a good job underneath, feeding the monster underneath there, and Barrett finding her whenever they had the opportunity. Barrett and Sen both underneath because they just, in green, the freshmen, they just had plenty of room underneath there to just feed those young ladies and turn around jumpers because they were just out rebounding, and Barrett even had to jump. They were just tall enough to where they didn't have to over the Lady Blue Comets tonight. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up here for us. I want to say thanks to Zach making it sound good back at the studio. That's your Twilight McMillan post-game or wrap-up show right there. And got to do one more thing here. Your Horizon Aerostructures player of the game. Got to give it to Rachel Jackett. Rachel Jackett came in the fourth quarter, cold. Came in, knocked down a couple big threes, looked really good. It's the time she was out there on the floor, played some good defense. So congratulations, Rachel Jackett. Going to give her the Horizon Aerostructures player of the game here this afternoon in Webb City to wrap up the tournament. All right, folks, that is going to do it for me. We're going to drive on back home. And we'll be off until next Friday. We'll bring you more Blue Comet basketball action next Friday as Iola comes to town. Hope to see a lot of people out at the Chanute Gymnasium. The guys, I believe, are just about to get ready to get underway out there, so you got plenty of time to get out there and get yourself ready for the Blue Comets as they take on Goddard in their final game of the Ralph Miller Classic going on this afternoon. And then right here on Z95.3, starting at 3 o'clock, we should get you right before tip-off time for K-State and TCU. That's what we got coming up for you here on Z95.3. Over on Hot 105, coming up here is just shortly. We're going to have the guys' final game of the Lancer tournament with the St. Paul Indians, and then the championship game tonight at 6. Lady St. Paul Indians will play in that championship game right around 6 o'clock over on Hot 105. All right, folks, that's going to do it for me here in Webb City tonight. Thanks a lot for Zach making us sound good back in the studio. We'll see you for more Blue Comet basketball next Friday. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody. I'm out of here. Bye-bye. All right, man. If you want, you can just kind of check out a little bit of what Marissa's doing over there on the other side. And I'll be up there about 5:45 or whatever just to make sure we get it on, and we'll go from there. But appreciate you coming in and doing it, dude. All right, man. I'll see you tonight. Yeah, right around 6 will be in the other studio. Yeah, it'll be just the same, except you're doing it for St. Paul Athletics instead of Chanute. All right, man. I'll see you in a little while. Bye-bye.